Yo, what's up guys, it's Tat, and sorry it took me a little while to get to this dev update and to make a little video on it, but I have been a little busy, and actually I'm really excited because tonight I'm going to go see a girl that I really like, so that's pretty boggers. But yeah, Behavior have updated the entrance mission patch, so there's some changes to Singularity and a few other things that I want to quickly go over. So Singularity on the PTB, his biggest weakness, of course, was the EMP mechanic. I thought that this could probably use a bit of a tweak, but they've actually gone pretty far with it. So now there's only 5 supply cases in the match instead of 7. So there's fewer cases that survivors can run to, and they now take 90 seconds to passively print an EMP. It was 80, so that's pretty time consuming. Of course, you can interact with it just to like speed it up. And this is a 4 times multiplier. So I think instead of taking what, like 20 seconds, it's going to take 20, 22, 24 seconds, something like that. It's going to be a little bit faster or slower. I mean, it's early in the morning for me. My bad. They're also making it so that if you have an EMP, you don't see the auras of supply cases, which is just nice. It helps you kind of like prevent chain EMPs. They also updated the visual effects so that it's more clearly conveyed that the camera that you're controlling is disabled. This looks a lot more clear than what had happened before. And I actually forgot to mention it, but they have made it as well to where overclock durations now on a power gauge, so like Legion power gauge, Leatherface power gauge. Now when you have the overclock buff, it will actually tell you in the HUD, which is just nice. So hopefully these changes kind of make him overall a little bit more fair for both sides, because I think he was actually just a little bit too easy to counter as Survivor. As fun as it was to use EMPs, he was like really weak once you like knocked out a couple of his pods. So this should definitely help him on live servers. Unfortunately, they did roll back the pyramid head change. I was a huge go for this. I was like, yeah, this is cool. I either wanted this to be an add-on or in the base kit, and they made it base kit, but for that to have worked, they needed to make other changes to the cages. And so just to keep things simple, for the time being, they've just reverted this change. So it will probably come back in the future with like other changes made to the cage mechanic. But at the moment, yeah, Pyramid Head is not getting buffed. And honestly, that's pretty fair. He doesn't really need a buff. He needs an add-on pass, but he doesn't really need a major base kit buff. There's like 8 billion killers that could use a buff before him. So yeah, I think this buff, it was nice, but it was really unnecessary, especially with the current cage mechanic, and just promoted a really unpleasant playstyle. So I don't think killer powers should be like encouraging tunneling, which is why I suggest like cages like should inflict like or not inflict, that doesn't sound like the right word, but they should grant the same bonuses for when you get rescued normally. So like endurance and haste, and also probably immunity to torment for a few seconds, just to prevent you from being immediately caged again or killed, depending on what hook you're on. So they also did update a couple of the perks. So Scavenger got like a really major nerf. I think Scavenger was honestly fine. I don't think it really needed a big nerf. They kept Made for this, which is the just free movement speed while injured one, which is hilarious. But yeah, no, they nerfed Scavenger because God forbid you do the main objective. So now you need 5 tokens. It was 4. And once you trigger the perk, you just can't repair gens for 30 seconds because it's 50% slower. So that's just ass. But they did give it a slight buff, and that is that now it can be used more than once per trial. So I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about this. I don't like it. I think it was fine as is, but hey, that's just me. I don't think the perk was the problem. I think that just toolboxes are the problem in general, and they should be fixed and not the perk. So yeah, it's just my 2 cents on it. Machine learning, this is the movement speed one after a gen gets completed. It got buffed, so now it's 10%. Fun monkey fact, I believe if you bring 3 stacks of play with the food plus this perk and a procs and your Legion, I'm pretty sure your base frenzy speed is like 6.4 6.5 or something. It's fast. It's so fast. Very, very epic. I'll definitely be trying to play around with this and just try to make Legion move as fast as possible because it would be funny. And forced hesitation. This is one that gave you hindered when the killer downs someone nearby. It's now 20% hinder. It was 15. So it's stronger than a clown's bottle. And the cooldown is longer now. So now, wait, did I read that right? Oh yeah, no, the cooldown is shorter. I mixed up the numbers. The cooldown's now 10 seconds faster. It was 40 seconds, now it's 30. So yeah, I apparently cannot read. But yeah, those are the changes. I think overall this is going to be a really good update. I'm so glad that we're getting a new chapter. We haven't had a new patch or a new killer really since Wesker. Literally the last 6 months did not exist to me. So this is pretty epic. I'm liking this. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I am very much looking forward to the live release, and I'm also looking forward to see how they bug Legion because they seem to do that every patch. So yeah, pretty good update.